Hi, we're Wendy and Murray from Rotorua, New Zealand. So here we are in the Golden Triangle in Thailand. It's been a great trip so far. We're halfway through. It's been the most awesome scenery. It's much better than we had ever anticipated. And we've been on a few tours now, and this has been great. Great accommodation, great company. It's been really well put together, and there's a combination of being organised but knowing you're on an adventure as well. So there's you don't know what's coming around each corner, so I really like that part of it. And we've been two up. It's been a bit challenging on some of the hills maybe, but I've lost a bit of weight, so it's got a bit faster. So I'd say it's a great trip to come on, especially for two of you.
We've been told it's the best ride in every day so far. Well, every day has got better. It's a motorcycle nirvana. And we're told we've done 1,000 kilometres so far, and it's been awesome. And we still have 1,000 kilometres to go to get better. The hardest ride ever, yeah, it's the steepest, it's the bendiest roads we've ever ridden, the most bends we've ever ridden on, ever. Road surface is mostly pretty good. Bikes performance is great, certainly suits the purpose. From a motorcycle's point of view, we love it, it's just amazing.
Great trip, hot, sweaty, lots and lots of corners. That's my thoughts. What about you? Good fun, good companions?
It's been an incredible trip. I was going to bring a pillion passenger, but the roads are a bit dodgy for that. But if I was a good rider, maybe I would bring one. But yeah, I'd like to get a bit better, and there's a good place to practice. It's great.
Yeah, fantastic smooth corners. The road surfaces are really good. You can crank it right over, and corners can catch you out too sometimes, so you have to be careful. Cornering speeds can be 3rd, 4th, 5th gears. A lot of fun, but you have to be careful.
Yeah, I got a few tips on riding from Howard, who's running the trip here, and I was practicing my new technique, so I was slipping behind a wee bit, but great road to practice it on. Really good.
Right, so how good was that road?
That road was spectacular. What he said. Problem with New Zealand, there's nothing to compare it with. Takaka pales into comparison. I don't know what to do when I go home. There's nothing to compare with this. And the freedom to actually ride the road rather than worry about the speed limit and worry for cops and things like that. You just push yourself and you learn a lot more. Personally, following Howard and Carol and a couple of the other riders, I've learned so much, and this latter part of the trip is easier than the beginning. That's my take on it.
Nicely said.
Yeah, there you go.
Came here with an expectation of, extending myself a little bit. It's turned out a whole lot more. Came on today's ride expecting or planning just to spend my time at the back, not feeling 100%, but these roads deserve so much more. So you give a little more and you try a little harder, and you come out the other end with, a smile on your face this wide, ready to do it all again.
And you're with a group of people who are doing the same thing.
Yep.
The camaraderie is just great. It's not. There's inter-rivalry and there's a bit of bloke, each other a hard time, but basically we're finishing mates, and mates riding together is just what it's all about.
I've ridden in Europe, UK, Australia and most of New Zealand, but this is just biker's nirvana. It is absolutely beautiful, the road surfaces are fantastic. What more could a guy want? Yeah. The overall package is fantastic, it's so well organised. Carol and Howard have done a fantastic job surveying the district and searching out the best routes. The bikes are awesome. Tyres are a bit suspect at times, but on roads like we're on today, it is absolutely awesome. Yeah.
Yes, good morning. I'm Philip Welsh from Whangamata, and I decided a couple of months ago that it'd be nice to come on a pro rider ride to Thailand. Arrived here a week before the ride, and had a nice time in Chiang Mai before we set out on the ride. First day, a little bit apprehensive, but after getting used to the bike, and the corners, because the corners are a bit mean. Settled down and had a really fantastic ride on the second day. Those corners are immense. So the accommodation that we're staying at, great, absolutely beautiful. Food's nice, pool often, and yeah, we've had some very, very enjoyable times. The guys and girls, of course, on the trip, friendly. Chang moments are probably a little bit against me, but hey, you know, you've got to accept that, I guess. Today we are in Golden Triangle. The resort here is beautiful. Going to try out the pool later today, have a massage, and so on. Our leaders, they're okay. Yeah, they're providing a few riding tips along the way, which for me is a big help. And of course, on these roads, sometimes you just need those tips. So overall, just a fantastic ride. Recommend it to anyone.
Hi, I'm DT on the Thailand 2017 tour ride. There's a couple of things I'm not so sure have been mentioned, but I feel personally strongly about, so I thought I'd bring it up. Two things. First, the two most important people, Carol and Howard. There's been so much work happening in the background that this thing goes like clockwork. Everything is sorted, everything is easy as a user experience. Hotels, food, the bikes, and that's another subject in its own right. Everything's congenial, though this year have been even more aware of choosing like-minded riders with certain skill levels, and it's paid off. And it's been an immensely great time, great people, and the organisation is the best I've experienced in all my years of riding in groups. Would I do it again? The drop of a hat. In fact, I'm regretting today's the last day. You've no idea. To the bikes. When I heard we had a choice of Honda CB 500Xs or Weestrom's DL650s, I thought, yeah, I'm used to riding bigger bikes, more power, more torque. I couldn't have been more wrong. These things are perfect for Thailand, and to be honest, 99% of riders out there can't outride them until you get to extreme leashes, and this is not the place to play racetracks. Though you are pushing it along. If you're not having fun. The sound of these things just wailing up against their red lines is incredible. They just flat torque curves, but it never stops coming. The phrase that sprang to mind, it's like it's National Sex Week and these things give till it hurts. It's just absolutely wonderful. They're a great bike, and again, I was wrong. Carol and Howard, they were right, and that's the way it's been for the last week and a half, 2 weeks.